What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the B&O Mountain Division. We're back here in Beckley, and we're looking over we're looking over the focus of today's video, and that is going to be the remodel of the Beckley station. So let's zoom out here, and we can see that basically what we have going on here is the trains come down this line and they come into the station right here. And so that is a single line track for incoming and outgoing on that line. And so what I want to do is I want to change that to where the track is no longer incoming and outgoing. It would be outgoing here and incoming on this side. And how we're going to do that is we're going to move all of that traffic. We're going to have a split here. It's going to come along over to here, and it's going to connect into our system over here onto this side. So that's what we're going to be working on today here on the B&O Mountain Division. And so let's go ahead and get started first by building our new train line that comes out of here. So what I want to do is I think I am going to just keep this double tracked over to here, and then when we get to here, we'll split it off to that way. So let's start by getting into our track. No to that. So that's going to require some redesign of some of the bridges here. So I'll have to add some stuff to some of these bridges. And then from right here, we're going to go like this. We're going to split off. And I want to see what we need to do here. So we want to connect in. I'm guessing we just need to connect in like right here. So what I'll do is I'm going to make this section. And then I'm going to start by splitting it like right here. I'm making sure that the track looks good. You know what I mean? So far, we can always change that. Well, we could always hit the button. Okay, she looks good. So I need to get it up there. So I am going to... that looks terrible. So what we want to do is kind of like this, I think. Like this way. Sure. Sure. More of a little bit like this. Okay. Let's check this section over here. Okay. Okay. Now, what if we crow fly this? What does it look like? A little bit of a cheeky bridge there. We could go with that. All right. Too much slope. Fantastic. All right. Still too much slope. Okay, so that means what we need to do is say right here, we need to come back over here, and then we need to go up. Like up, up, up. Okay. Get the cheeky bridge in. Okay. All right. I can live with that. Y'all can live with that, right? Like I can live with that. So, get back over here. Let's give me some signals. And I'm looking at where this signal is, and honestly, this one is going to have to go bye-bye, because I'm going to have to put one right here. And that is going to be one way. And then this one will go right here. That will be one way. Let's get these trains moved up here. They're moving on up to the east side right now. Deluxe apartment in the sky. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. All right. Let's get over here. Let's get up some assets. You want that cat right R? I don't know. We just send that all the way up. And then this was not that. That was actually, I think, a 0.5 is what we were going with. Yeah. About like that. Sure. Okay, now let's head over here to... How are we doing over here? Does this look okay? It does. It's fine. It was this guy right here. Let's go ahead and fix this one up. Yeah, it's just falling now. Fine. Okay. Give me a little bit of this. Red lozenge of death is gone now. What is going on right here? Okay, well, let's do this. Okay, we're good. Chew. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Get this guy 2 tracks. 2 tracks. Yep. Okay, fantastic. That should put all of those trains onto that line. Okay. Over the river, through the woods, to grandmother's house. This should now come over here, and he won't block that, so they should stop to right there. Fantastic. All right, we shouldn't need any more things. Signals. That's what I'm going for. You shouldn't need any more signals. All right. Here comes our first train. So let's see what she looks like here. So she should keep going. Bridge looks fantastic. Ish. I think the width was not what I wanted it to do. We're going to have to fix it. We're going to have to fix it. So let's fix this. Width should have stayed at 100. I don't think it was the width that I messed with the last time. I think it was fine. It should have stayed at 100. I saw it. I can't unsee it, is what I'm saying. Okay, now let's check this guy. No, it wasn't this one. It was... Where's the other one that I did? Over here. That one is probably fine. Okay, so we're good there. All right, let's get that guy moving. See what he looks like. He should take the split. It's slow right there, so he's got to go slow around that split. So I think what we need to do is we need to see what the traffic's going to look like over here. So let's hit the fast forward button, because we should have a lot of waiting traffic coming in, but he shouldn't wait too long. Yeah, so it should be coming out as intended. And these should be no longer one-way signal, or they should be one-way signals now. Yeah. You have to make sure that our trains that are coming from over on the other section... Oh, that's just cool. Look at that. Crossover, one should stop. He should keep going. Yep. I could actually put another dadgum down here, another signal down here, if I so desired. And then he is getting out and on his way. So now we can come over here to our signals. And because this is a one-way out, we could put... I want to see what this guy looks like. Oh. One way, yes. So we're going to put... We don't have to hold them here anymore. Excuse me. We could do maybe a little bit of this action right here. I just know what we want. We want, well, give me back the signals. We want this. We want this one. We want this one. All right. Scroll over. Let's find our thing. So right there. Slightly unrealistic, probably. So there's that one. I'm going to put another one, another set of them. Okay, so that is about that long. So honestly, I could put, yeah, I'll put another set right here. Mm-hmm. So that train is about that long. We got a good set there. We could put another set on probably, let me see what the distance is on this train again. So that long. I'm measuring with my hand on the screen. I could put another one over here. Mm-hmm. All right, fantastic. So now a little bit more throughput on that station. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Oh, that is fantastic. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Let's do this. I think it's what is it? It's nope, it's not that one. Is it this one? Nope. This one. There we go. You've got to get a good screenshot, you know what I mean? Look at that. Just standing out here in the middle of nowhere. Okay. And he will be coming into here. And he had to just full send on that too. Autosave, Real Hero. We may not even need to adjust this station now. I think... Okay, what I feel like, though, is... Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to change this a little bit. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to dedicate right 2 tracks for this station, left 2 tracks for this station. So... Let's get in here and do some deletage. That's fine. That's dandy. Um, that guy comes in. He goes out on that line. So we need to keep that. We don't need this anymore. And we don't need that. Well, we needed that. But we didn't need that. Okay, let's hit this button. Get him into the station. Now we can pause. All right. We're going to need that line. Okay, 2 tracks. To you. So once they get into here, it's just a dedicated line at that point. What do you mean construction not possible? I showed you. I fixed your wagon. Oh, that's definitely not what we want to do. Okay. Keep her going. Yep. 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 Okay, that one is good. So this guy's going to reverse back out of here. So we definitely need to... Can we get him to go... So it would come out this way. Yeah, that's the hard part is that train line is like right here. So that's why we have him coming out the other direction. All right, so we're going to still do that. Where we're going to bring it out to here. Yep. Wow, that looks like garbage. Okay, well, we're going to fix that. We're going to fix it. This is what we're going to do. Okay. Chew. But have it go up. This is what we're going to have to do. Like that. Fixed. 5. Paint terrain tools. Let's bring that down a smidgen. Like that. Fantastic. Okay, what is wrong? Cannot connect to all available terminals. What did I have it going in on every single terminal? Just hold up. Hold up. Okay, just hold up. At the switch, right here. Is that a no? Come on now. Fine. Let's... What are you doing? I'm fairly certain. I'm fairly certain here. All right. So they come in, and then they got to make some decisions here. They got to be on this line or they got to be on that line. Oh, maybe it is the opposite, where we got to go like this. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, manage the line. What if we put them on? Okay, here's what we're gonna try. Here's what we're gonna try. Come over here. Give me this cat. Terminals. Terminal 2. No, put you on terminal 1. Put you on terminal 3. And put you on terminal 3. Okay, what do we got? Beckley Farm 1. Oh, cannot connect all stations. Oh. Oh. Well, you should. All right. Oh, fine. Oh, you are fine. Beckley Farm 1. Where does he come out of? Where does he go to? Where are you going? What are you doing? Probably instead. Listen, why are you on that line? Beckley Farm. Well, we could come over here and we could put you actually on terminal 3. Actually, we need to do that over here. Beckley Farm 1. Nope. Terminals. You're going to actually reside in on terminal 3. And we're going to pin that. Manage this line. Get you out of there and into there. Okay. Beckley to there. What are you going in on? Oh, okay. So I just need to put you on terminal 3. Yeah. All right. So let's look at these guys. No. Manage that line. Okay, we're still in the correct situation right there. Manage the line. Good. We got to check them all. All right, so we checked CTSN Farm and then Beckley Farm. So we need to check the 2 CTSN Farm lines. Manage line. Good. Manage line. Good. All right, so we should be good. We should be able to get them in on all the things. No, give me this. Yep, okay. And I don't think I need that anymore. I want to pause. I'm going to delete this. Darn it. Okay. So that's at the switching house anyway. So there's the switch. So we'll stop there. They'll wait. They'll do a thing. They'll rejoice. The rejoicement will be rejoicing. That's a big train. Yep, they're figuring out their lives. Should be good. All right. Fantastic. Yep. So if you were here train spotting, you could be train spotting just like, you know, right here at the old switching station. I know we got it in fast motion. I don't know. I might be wanting to be like, nah, probably, but on the other side of the switching station, I guess. Like we're standing up here in the switching tower. And no traffic. That is a big cat right there, man. I still don't know why these flipped. I'm okay with it. You know, it's fine. Everything's fine. I have no idea why it did that. Here comes the big dog. See, when I was growing up in the 80s, because I'm that old, where I lived in Ohio at the time, we had it was CSX, it was now CSX, so it was like the B&O, CNO, and so we had chassis system when I was growing up. Well, I think it had already switched to CSX by that time, but the majority of all the trains I ever saw were always chassis system locomotives. So it's kind of just harkened back to my childhood with the CNO, B&O, and the chassis system. That's awesome. So I think what we need is, you know, like over here in the mountains, we need to identify some points to where we can expand these lines. So like I'm identifying a point right here where we can change these lines a little bit. Because it's double tracked to there. What if we just double tracked it all the way? You know what I mean? So we want to do it there. And I'm actually going to delete all of that. Just all of it. Gone, too. Give me this. I don't know what this one's doing. I don't know what that guy's doing. Okay, yep. All right, so now we can come in here and we can get rid of this guy right there. Bring this back up. Let's throw in some dadgums here. And then maybe hit this and a little bit of that. Give me a little bit of this. Sure. And we could put one right there. So that should allow a little bit more throughput into here, at least over to there. Come through the mountain. And this is where it gets tricky. That's a single shot rifle and a 1A dog. Where does this guy go? Oh, he comes in over here. Not much we can do. Okay, so there's a guy going through there. Honestly, like that's a lot of double tracking, really. Okay, give me this. Fixing that right now. Like that. There we go. Take a little bit of that edge off. So the crazy part is this guy's going to flip around too. He's not just going to go back the other direction. I don't think there's any way for me to... Oh no, see, now he's going... Okay, interesting. I stand corrected. My correction is standard. Oh, look at that. Okay, so we're starting... I think we're going to start getting some more throughput through here. And really, I mean, there's not much we can do over here. We have a lot of multi-track stuff. So I think what we need to do is take some of these individual stations, for instance, like the ones that are like way over here, this guy, and he might already have 2 trains on him. Yeah, that's already got 2 trains on it. So some of these places that are kind of backed up, like over here, look at those lines, and like this could probably use an additional train on it to this coal mine. So start looking at that, and then we would need to put in waiting tracks for all of those, separate from our normal tracks, so they don't start conflicting and causing even more traffic than what there already is. So, for instance, in the next episode, I think we'll start checking out some of these places that have a lot of stuff waiting, fixed stations, and see what we can do to add even more traffic into the lines, because I think it actually looks pretty good. I want to try to get like as much traffic into here as we can, if that's even possible. And that might require, like a redesign of this station, because it might have... Yeah, like we're fill up on a lot of stuff. So we might have to do some stuff here. We might have to do some stuff at some of these other stations. We've got a lot of things that we can keep doing in this save. So I think in the next episode, an actual redesign a little bit of the station, because I do have some asset packs that I'd like to use, so we can come in and make it look a little bit prettier. And then also, I think we'll tackle a couple of these other stations that possibly could use, like we have 234 logs or whatever waiting here, and we're full up. So like things are just being deleted. So in this case, we definitely need an additional train on this track. It's just going to be a matter of how do we get the train onto the track and have like a spot where the next train would be waiting, which doesn't interfere with the rest of the system. So like in this case, we could have a train waiting like right here to come into this station. But yeah, I think that's what we'll tackle in the next episode. Create a few passing tracks per station to have a little bit of, so we can get another train into the station and help not lose some of the goods that we have sitting here. And then that would require a little bit of a redesign possibly of the station altogether, so we could get rid of this road and all that stuff. So we'll tackle that in the next episode. But I think the amount of traffic we got going into the system is pretty cool. Like it looks really good. And I think that redesign, bringing those trains into here, is going to help a lot with just the in and out traffic into this station. So yeah, thanks so much for hanging out. Thanks. Appreciate all the views, likes, people subscribing and all that stuff. Once this series is complete, we will be doing another Transport Fever 2 series, and I've got some ideas for it already. But yeah, so that's going to do it for this episode. Look forward to coming back and changing just a little bit more stuff. See how many more trains we can get here in the B&O Mountain Division. I think it's going to start right here in the Beckley transfer. So yeah, thanks so much. Appreciate you. Talk to you. See you next time. Take care.